persevere, fail forward, fail better. And you'll think before it, I'm just saying. So so you got perseverance, you got the grit, you want to do it, but you want to know some ways that you could become a better you. Well, I saw this, I found this, and there's a free ebook here or audiobook or whatever if you want to read it or hear it or do it you want to do on your own. This is the website, and here it is. Download free ebook. Boom. 101 ways to be a better person. So we're going to start here. So we cannot become what we need to be, remaining what we are, Max Dupree. And that's it. If we continue doing the same shit that we always do, we can never become a better person than we are today. We have to break out of our comfort zone and start doing some new stuff, right? So how does one do that? We're not even going to commit. We're just going to go to these ways. Commit yourself to growth. Be growth oriented. The more you grow, the more you become better. The more you fail forward, the more you learn from your failures, the more you correct those mistakes, the more you become a better you. I mean, that's the most easiest, direct way you can do it. There's no other way to put that. Which is what this goes back to what we were fucking talking about just a few seconds ago. You work on how you do that. You work on your negative traits. Like, okay, so your wife became a cheating whore, right? And she fucking sucked Chad's dick and was fucking grinding on Tyrone's cock, right? Well, what did you contribute into that? Because you did contribute to that. I mean, it's not your fault. She ultimately chose to do that, and she's responsible for her own actions. But what led her to want to take those actions? What did you do to make her lose respect or attraction to you? What negative traits do you have that narrow, it basically sawed that connection away? Like, she lost respect for you and she lost attraction for you, and ultimately she should have said something and you could have worked on it instead of going to fucking fuck Chad and Tyrone. But she went and fucked Chad and Tyrone. But you still need to take responsibility for whatever you were doing that created that, or it's going to happen again, and again. And that's any negative trait that you have, right? You got to know you got to know where you want to be. Identify your ideal self. If you don't know who you are, what you want out of life, what makes you happy and stuff, where you're going, your general plan, you are going to always fail. You know, when you're going from point A to point B, you know the route. You know exactly where you're going. You know you're turning at the red house. You're going to go 5-6 blocks, turn at the oak tree. You see what I'm saying? You know where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, you're not ever going to fucking get there. Find a role model. There's plenty of role models you can be. And then once you've had a bunch of role models and you started working on yourself and you've identified yourself and whatnot, share that forward. You become a better you by helping other people become a better them. Be better to people in general. Like, it's all the same. Be better to people in general. Be better to people in general. Be better to people in general. Be a better parent. Yeah, see, it's be a better employee. All right, so even if you're doing the shittiest jobs, always give it 110%. You'll get the job done quicker, you get more respect, and you'll have more opportunities for advancement. People will respect your work ethic, and you might get more you will get more opportunities in life. That's just how it works. And that's the leadership. Learn how to listen to people. You can't just be a one-man army. You got to learn how to you got to know when to tell people no and when to tell people yes. Because that's what the true mark of an alpha in the wild is. I know we say, oh, he's alpha, and the guy's usually a money badass or whatever, but he's a dick, an asshole. That guy's not alpha. An alpha guy knows when to put his needs above his pack and when to put the pack's needs above his own. And we need to be better at recognizing that. That starts with being a better member of your community. Like, if you live in a city and you're complaining about it, but you're not going to the meetings, you're not contributing, you're not doing something, do you really have the right to complain about it? That in turn will make you better to other humans, which is the same thing as the last 4 times. It'll help be better in the world. And you can't do anything unless being skillful, which means you have to hone your skills. You have to practice. And I love that. You have to level up. That's why I like the Roommates podcast. It's always level up being a man. These are just things you can help. Like, learn new things. If you don't have any skills, go get some. Be accepting of differences. This, you can have your standards, things that your moral things. Well, I'm not going to be. I think that's moral, but you have to generally be okay with people that don't think the same as you. You have to be adaptable and flexible. You got to be able to be adventurous. You want to take risks. If you don't take risks, you're not going to be there. I mean, you can be altruistic, all the time. These are just things. Be assertive, be attentive, look people in the eye, be bold, be candid, always tell the truth. These are just really simple ways one can do to improve themselves every day. And this is not a marathon. This is not a race. It's a marathon. As long as you make it to the end, you win. Some of this stuff will help others. Some of the stuff won't help. Some people get some of this stuff unlocked. Others do not. Only you know you. That's the importance of learning to be you, becoming a better you. And every day failing towards a goal to become a better you. Every single day you should have a personal development goal. Whether it's read a book, listen to build something that I said I was going to build, do something for somebody I said I was going to do, tell the truth all today, no matter what happens. Not a single lie, not even a white lie. These are little things you can do to help improve yourself, becoming a better you. Little self-development things every day. You don't have to spend lots of time on them. The more time you spend on them, the quicker you accomplish them, the quicker you become a better you. But you also can't neglect other areas of your life either. So, like, you gotta be better at knowing when to put your community above yourself and when to put yourself above your community. And once you do that, you're on the path to being a better you. Just do that and watch how your world changes. People will react to you differently. Women will react to you differently. I've just been starting to do small things and paying attention more. And I've noticed women crossing the street, waiting for my car to come to put their asses up, or I'm noticing the little things. And I'm not even trying to get women anymore. I'm just trying to fix my own PTSD and my own happiness and my own depression and my own health and stuff. And doing that for myself is having effects in other areas of my life. I'm just saying. Moving right along to the final piece, the final segment of this podcast, today's thought of the day. And I think it's part of being a better you. Stop being a slave to society. Stop letting it use your emotions to manipulate you, and learn some emotional control, especially if you're a man. This is like one of the best man traits you can have. But women can benefit from this too. Women can benefit from all this. I mean, you can't benefit from, I don't know if you can benefit from increased testosterone levels, but you can maybe check your hormone levels and make sure they're in balance and all persevere and whatnot. But let's get up into this article. It's the end. So let's get into the importance of emotional control to everyday living, posted by Level Up Culture, because we're going to level up. We chose to do that. And at times, many of us do not understand why we're called human beings, why people are so erratic, and why there is no scientific prediction of human behavior. Certainly, I mean, there is. We can predict human behavior. We can predict. I mean, it's not like a guarantee certain, but all animals, behavioral patterns, even us. Certainly, these thoughts must have crossed their minds at some point. The reason is very simple. Man is a highly intelligent and thoughtful being. An individual enters a room and meets a hostile reception, and this individual has a history of being mistreated. Such an individual will likely never enter that room again and will be advised other people against entering the room. But on the contrary, if a goat was given the same treatment in the room, the goat doesn't have an intelligent reasoning capability not to enter the room in the future, and likely won't be able to communicate with other animals not to. The implication of this is that our behavior is changed, influenced by everyday experiences, and we are either conscious of this or we are not. Yeah, so you either react to things or you act to things. On the other hand, we must not always anticipate a similar attitude from everybody. We shouldn't continually depend on people's behavior to give us joy and satisfaction. You should find that within yourself. It's part of being a better you, because they are logical, creative beings and will naturally try to make themselves happy first. Consequently, our relationships with other people would always be determined by us rather than them. Exactly. React not act. This means we must develop a great way of managing our emotions as they come up in our daily relationships with people. Emotional control is very important to our lives, which leads us to the following questions. What exactly is emotional control? And we're going to answer that fucking question today. Emotional control is the ability to control and respond to emotions. It has been discovered that people's unconscious ability apply emotional control tactics to manage challenging situations regularly throughout the day. These are several kinds of emotional control tactics, and people use them in different circumstances to order to flow with the demands of our environment. Though tactics are considered to be good, others are considered not to be. The good ones do not cause problems for us, and the harmful ones cause irredeemable harm. That's just life, huh? Good tactics include communicating with friends, family, and strangers. Communicating with friends, family, and even strangers is a good way to control your emotions during the course of the day. One's employer or spouse, for example, might have made you angry. Chatting with your friends after work or during weekends could help welcome relief. Other good tactics include regular journaling, taking care of ourselves holistically, prevent oneself's illness, passion, exercises, receiving adequate rest patterns, and post self-talk, just to name a few. So, if you always get mad at stuff that irritates you or irks you, you are reacting to what people do, and people are controlling your actions. But if you can take a step back and be like, and make a reasonable plan of action, you are controlling your own life, and you're not a slave to society. So I can be a slave to society and react to your emotions, and react emotionally to other people, or you can control them, take a step back, act accordingly, and master your own life. That's how I look at it. Harmful tactics include excessive consumption of unhealthy substances, GMOs, self-injury, inflicted injury. These are all things that we know people do. Apparently challenge. View emotional control from multiple perspectives. One can determine their benefits. Like if you're reacting to yourself by hurt yourself, you probably should seek mental health, not just emotional control. The, the purpose of this, it says, is to change negative situations into positive ones. So if you negatively react to something and it controls you, you might lose a fight. Somebody makes you mad, you negatively react, they plan for that, boom, you just got punched in the throat. But if you don't negatively react, you control your emotions, you take a step back, you have that deep breath, or that second, and you notice that he's shifting or whatnot, he might get aggravated, come at you, and then you can get, and now you're punching in the throat. You're punching the person in the throat. You don't have to worry about that. And it makes your life better. Now, I'm just using extreme male examples, but it works with others too. Your woman wants you to be an emotional rock, right? She cheats on you. Toss her to the curb. She's not worth it. Don't let her control your life by manipulating your emotions. Same works in the reverse. Don't let him manipulate your life by controlling your emotions. So seeking to understand your partner is saying the bridging the gap. Therefore, a significant point is that the individual with good emotional control possesses empowerment and consciously promote more positive emotions than harmful. Disempowered ones, the assertion has been scientifically validated. Secondly, the advantages of emotional control aren't just in the emotional sphere alone. Life fulfillment, self-confidence, optimism, wellness, it helps in a broad aspect of your life, in a broad aspect of reality. If you can't have emotional control and you're going to react emotionally, whether positively or negatively, towards everything everyone does to you, then they have control over you. They control your actions. They control your emotions. They control how you feel, how you react, how you manipulate, how you walk through life, how you navigate any given situation. You're not in control. You can't be in control of your own life. You can't be sovereign in your own life unless you have emotional control. That's the single most greatest gift any person can have, especially a man. As women, let's face it, society is a little bit more lenient towards your emotions than they are men. But that doesn't change how reality works. If you can master emotional control, you can master any situation you're in, and you will always be control over your actions, and you will not be controlled. Look at it works in nature, like jerky, reactive, emotional reactions from prey, and slow, deliberate